Hi, I'm Sissy Luna. You're watching the 5T podcast, Techno and Talk, on Tuesdays and Thursdays with Ty.
Welcome back to another episode of the 5T podcast, Techno and Talk on Tuesdays and Thursdays with Ty. Who are you and how did you end up in Stockholm's techno scene?
Wow, my name is Sissy Luna and I ended up in the Stockholm techno scene, I think it was like 7 years ago,
Okay.
I think. God, I'm really bad with years. But so I stopped playing at on Mondays at what's it called, Open Decks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leica?
Yeah, Leica.
Okay,
Yeah. So I played there, and then so I was every Monday, and and then there was always like loads of like promoters there, and then I don't know. Suddenly I just get bookings like everywhere, and it just happened.
Were you DJing before that?
Yeah. So I was playing a lot in London.
Okay.
And in Barcelona, a bit in Berlin. Where else have I played? Germany. Oh yeah, Germany. I said, but Frankfurt. Yeah.
Was it always techno or had you been playing like?
Always techno.
Okay.
Always techno. But in Barcelona, it was like sometimes you have to pay like a little bit tech house. Yeah, it was like beach parties. Yeah. Also, I played in Ibiza too, and in Ibiza was like no techno allowed. Like when I played, no. We were on a tour with loads of DJs from London. And most of us were playing techno, but we came to the island when all the gigs we got was just like tech house.
Summertime, it's happy music.
It was, and it was like boat parties, it was like everything was outdoors anyway. It was like one club that was like quite techno-y, so I could be more myself that night, I remember, but all the other gigs were pretty much tech house.
How'd you get started DJing in the first place then?
So I
From
lived
the very beginning.
Yeah, the very beginning. So I lived in London from a very young age, and I think I just went clubbing like you do when you're a kid, like every weekend, and I totally fell in love with techno. But back in the days, it wasn't that many female DJs. It was really just men. So I didn't believe I could be a DJ. So I bought my first turntables. And I remember, like, we got like a weekly pay at the salon. I was a hairdresser. I'm still a hairdresser, but I was like, yeah. So we got a weekly salary. It was always cash. And every Friday, I just went straight to Soho to just spend it all on vinyls.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I had a boyfriend back then, and I tried to make him to become a DJ. So I was like pushing him. So we were both playing together, but like, yeah. I'm now the DJ and he's not even playing, so yeah.
But had he played? Did he play a little bit, or did you just skip that whole?
He just skipped everything. Okay. Yeah, it's just
Good for you then.
Yeah, it's good for me. Yeah. So when I went back to Sweden, that's when I found life pretty boring compared to how it was in London. So that's when I decided to start playing like properly, but I actually took a DJ course to learn how to use CDJs and all that, because it's a little bit different to play on vinyls than CDJs, right? Yeah. So I took a course. I think it was called a DJ Studio, but it's not here anymore. And then I went to London and I took another course, and since then I've just been playing. Okay.
So you said that was 7 years ago?
Yeah,
before that.
7 years ago. So but like back in the days was like, I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. It was a very long time ago. A very long time ago. Let's not go there.
Yeah, exactly. Like for me personally, I have to drink when I play. You thought it would be better for you not to drink when you play?
Yeah, I actually don't drink when I play. It's like sometimes I do, depending on like the mood, or you know, like some promoters are like, I know you like champagne, here's a bottle of champagne. But most of the time I actually don't. I sleep before my gigs, and I come sober, and I leave the club straight after my gig. Like I'm just focused.
How do you deal with the nervousness then?
I actually don't get that nervous. Like it's just the like second before, but just before I start. Like because I see it more as how can I say that? I see it more as it's not about me. Like I'm there to make other people feel good. Like I'm there for them.
But that's nerve-wracking.
No, it's not, because it's like I take all the. I just want to go up and like have fun and like you know make people happy. So it's not like.
What happens if they don't like you?
Well, that's tough shit. Like, but then if they don't like it, then but it's never. No, exactly. No. But I I sort of don't not plan my set too hard. Like if I have a 2-hour gig, I probably add like 100 tracks on a USB.
Yeah.
And then I just go with the flow. So I always know I have like this idea. This is the beginning, and then I'm always trying to get the crowd to understand like what I want to deliver. You know, how I want them to feel. So I then, if I see that that's not working, I have other ideas that I can change, you know. But the thing is, I've been on the dance floor since I was very young, like especially in London. Like you go out Friday, you come back home on Monday. Like it's like parties after parties after parties. And once you've been on the dance floor a lot, you know exactly how to deal with the crowd, you know. I think that's the most important thing. So I always understand what it's like to be on the dance floor.
I've never trusted DJ that I've never seen on the dance floor.
No, exactly. That's the thing.
You
like,
have to know what the people on the floor are feeling like.
Exactly.
In order to deliver it properly.
Yeah, exactly. So even if I also heard like, because you know sometimes, like lately I've been playing, not lately I should say, but a while ago I was playing pretty hard, and a lot of people don't really like that kind of techno. But it's like I also know that I can get them to like it at that moment, you know. But I'm changing the hard stuff now in a way, so it's quite cool. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like, I think it's good to have to go through different periods.
That's what it's like. It's the same with my music production. Like, you know, I start off with something, and then like I go there, and then you know, it's just whatever mood I'm in. You know.
Are you producing a lot now? Or?
So much. I have like 2 releases a month with different kind of labels at the moment. I'm literally producing maybe 5 days a week.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I do. I'm just, you know, every moment. I only work 3 days a week, more or less, and the rest of the hours goes to producing.
Okay.
And yeah, so I make like at least maybe 1 to 2 tracks a week, maybe.
Okay. Do you have a studio at home, or do you have a...
Yeah, but I actually just use Ableton. Yeah. I don't have any, but when I lived in London, we were in the studio. I was collaborating with Max Rossi, which is a quite famous DJ and producer. But like, he had it like hardware, like, but it's like we weren't really using them. Like he really taught me to be creative in whatever Ableton has.
Exactly.
And I use some, you know, VCs and stuff. Like I download sometimes like some, but because I start using my voice in my tracks, so I have some stuff to help me with that. But most of the, like all the synths and the drums, everything is in Ableton, so I don't really feel like I have to have a studio.
Can we use some of your music for the show?
Yes, of course. Right. Oh God, yes. not really making music for earning money on the music.
Yeah.
But I do like to have my DJ career as a full-time job.
Okay.
So I'm aiming for only, live of DJing.
Yeah.
The creative side of me, which is more my productions, is like never even thought about earning money on that, because it's like I'm not ever going to make a hit.
It's like advertising for yourself.
It's advertising for myself. And actually, I never wanted to be a producer.
Okay.
I only started producing because everyone said, if you really want to play internationally, because I started off like that, like you have to produce.
Yes, exactly.
So I was forced into that, really, because it's like my passion is music. But I have never regretted it ever, because I see my production as my music diary. And like some tracks that I did in the beginning, I can't really stand for.
Really?
For me, it's like, oh my God, don't even mention that. But then I also make some people happy, because a lot of people say, it was you, I love your track. And I go, oh my God, your taste in music is so crap.
God.
But then...
But your taste in music is crap, because you made it.
I know, but that was like what I could do then. I didn't know better. And then I made so many crap ones, like so crappy tracks. But I'm not going to feel like crap about them or bad about them, because I'm like, that was what I could, because it's like it's a learning process, and I'm never ever going to be the best of the best. I'm just being me, and this is where I'm at now. This is the month. And because I'm producing so much now, and I have more of a confidence in testing like new sounds out. So I'm trying to find a unique style. I still haven't found the Cici Luna style yet.
Exactly.
But I'm playing around with sounds, and I'm creating things that sometimes I'm thinking, this is so weird. No one is going to like that. But I'm so proud of it anyway, because I'm thinking, I made this. No one else has made that, but I made that. And then we see if labels are gonna release them or not. But it's fun. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I also thought about producing for many years, but it's like, I don't know. I just haven't gotten around to it. But I made some tracks like 10 years ago, 15 years ago now.
And what did you use then? Did you?
Ableton. Also.
Ableton. Yeah.
I think it's great for someone who comes from DJing.
Yep.
That live thing, like being able to create as you go.
As you go, that's my thing.
Add a little that, add a little
jamming, you're just jamming, and then
you go back and take out a little speed.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I love it.
But I started off with Logic Pro.
Oh, you did?
But that's really complicated.
You gotta change the loop angles. It's just so much.
And I'm not into computers.
All you new jacks out there that's looking to make music, if you're just starting out, Ableton's the way to go. We both would definitely recommend it.
Yes, definitely Ableton.
What would you say has been your most fun or your favorite experience through all these gigs and all this stuff that you've been doing in the last 7-8 years?
Well, I have to say, I really enjoyed moving back to Sweden from the UK, because I met like you, and I met everyone here. Like it's a really nice community, I think. I have played with, I think Sweden and Stockholm has got such great artists, like great DJs. And I think that every gig I've had has been so amazing, because I connected with the DJs and the crowd so much. And I remember so many of them that I just thought, I've been playing with the big names and it's never been the same. But playing here in Stockholm and all the open airs, and everyone is like, there's loads of open airs here, so I love it. The crowd is amazing. The promoters are really good, and like the DJs are like we're all friends, and it's like I can't really pick a moment. I just think that it just really
the general Stockholm vibe. Yeah,
I really love it. And I actually, because I was living overseas and I came back to play like once a month, especially over the summer. It wasn't such a hard choice, or like when I decided I'm actually going to live in Sweden because that's where I like to play the most.
You obviously you've been doing it for a while.
Yep.
You know what you're doing. I think a lot of people, sometimes you see people, my very first time behind the decks.
I know. Yes, I know.
It's like, why on earth would you record and post that in public?
And there's also so many mistakes, and it's like, don't
of
really
course,
get
it's
it.
your
Like,
first time. Every single human being, except for maybe Lexi, because her first time she played for 2 hours with only like one major mistake.
Yeah.
In 2 hours, I was so incredibly impressed. She was a natural.
Yeah, and some people are.
But some people are not.
No.
Granted, she was playing with my music also, so that made it a little bit easier. It was like, okay, stay in this folder and mix them together.
Exactly, yeah.
So the mixing, the technical part of it was, for 2 hours she played straight, no mistakes.
Yeah.
But it's very, very abnormal. It's not a normal thing that someone can stand there. My first time DJing, check this out, guys. It's like...
Or the first track they ever make.
Why?
It's the same.
Why would you post that? Why would you do that? And I think it's...
Everyone is in such a hurry, and I'm always wondering, why are you a DJ?
I'm a DJ kind of by accident, first of all. And then after that accident happened, because of the love. Yeah. Because like I said, I had an 18-hour set. Yeah. I didn't notice what time it was. I didn't notice how many hours were going by. I was just, track after track, I was just putting it out there, just feeding the public, just being inside of the music.
So that's your why?
Yeah.
So, because I always ask people, like, what's your why? My why is the same as yours. You know, like, once I was up there, like, I grew up with a famous dad, like, famous art, like, it was a dansbandskung.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your dad's name?
Roland Ekström with Roland Ekström played with Eldorados. So he was the lead singer and the lead drummer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Eldorados was huge. It was Eldorados, and
I don't know dance band, and I've heard of that.
No, exactly. It was Eldorados and Sven Ingvars. So they were the two, like...
I definitely know Sven Ingvars.
And so I grew up in music. I think he bought my first piano when I was 4 or 5 years old, and I was just playing. So I was like, music was... I remember I knew all the notes and everything. I went to piano lessons and stuff, and I was doing like all kinds of shows and things at school. But then I remember I was listening to music, like whatever music was playing on the radio, and I started just playing. I was just playing
by ear.
By ear.
Fantastic.
So I knew I was a natural, but just I didn't know it was going to turn up to be a DJ. I always thought I was going to be. I was a really crap singer. I always wanted to be a singer, but I can't sing. And it was like, as I was so angry, I took singing lessons and I was trying everything because I wanted to sing. I just couldn't sing. I just can't sing. Yeah. I can hold a note, but it's like I don't have the range, you know, like the you know, the voice. So I think, like, for me, when I realized that I was in a club and I was like listening to a track, and I was like, oh, I will mix this with this. I will mix that with that one. Can you imagine? And I was like, this is in my head. I couldn't even listen to the DJ properly. I was like making everything up in my head. So that's my why. It's like, this is, I'm a natural.
It just comes, that's what's inside of you.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, I cannot not do this. So I have to do it. It's not about the fame, and it's not about like, look at me. Exactly. It's more like, I'm an energy person. I like to spread my energy to them. I want everyone to really feel good about it, like just being alive, being on this planet. So for me on stage, I just think I spread my energy to people when I'm on stage. And so that's my why, like to make people feel good about something that I love. You know?
I completely understand that. You said that you do a radio show.
Yes, I have 2 radio shows on DFM. So one is called Techno Mood, which is, I had Techno Mood for years, like I think 2 years on a Berlin-based radio platform called Raving FM. And then I moved it over to DFM, because it's a slightly bigger and it's more global radio station. DFM was actually one of the first digital platforms. It actually came before Spotify. So it's very old. And they have all the genres. So my Techno Mood is under the Underground Techno channel, and it's every 3rd Saturday each month.
We'll have a link down here. Yeah. There's a link. You see the link?
And that's at 10 o'clock set, like European time. And then I have the other one, which I love so much. Is I've had it for 2 years, and it's called the Invite, and that's where I invite DJs, and I have had some big names, and I've had some like up and coming, whatever, and I focus mostly on like DJs that produces music, like, you know, so artists that produces music, and because I want people to be able to find their music, and I want to help them really.
Of course.
Yep. And then I also like big names is good because they give you good advertising and stuff. But
people are more interested. They get caught by hooked by the big names, and then they discover
exactly.
The other people.
Yeah. So you need to have a mixture. So this year I actually decided on focus more on female DJs.
Okay.
But I never ever realized how hard it is to find techno female DJs.
Okay.
They're like, a lot of DJs are a bit like female DJs. They're a bit like, no, I'm not sure. Yeah, I want to, but guys are like, can I be on your radio? Can I be on your radio? But girls are like, are you paying me? Or
I'm having that problem too.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, definitely.
But it's so weird. And I like, I'm advertising for you for free, you know, and there. So I'm not gonna mix more now.
I've never had a guy DJ. Except for Kari Lekebusch, which I'm gonna interview at some point. It's just
he's the best. I love him.
He's moved to Finland, so that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
But everyone that I've asked to be on the show, all the guys, but a lot of girls, I don't know, I'm not comfortable speaking, especially since I do it in English.
We speak in English, yeah.
But the guys, they don't care that.
No, but I've had them more like, not sure if there is a good platform, or like them being a bit like, and I'm like, do you know how good this platform is? Like, it's totally global, and it's like, it's an app you have also on your phone.
Okay.
So you can listen to it, like people use it for when they go running or the gym, or like, whatever, if you have a house party, like it's such a good station.
Yep.
But
so you do it live?
No, I don't do live. I did some on the techno mood on Raving FM was a lot live. It was live because I like the live.
Yeah.
But this is pre-recorded.
Okay.
So and the invite, I introduce the DJ or the guest, or I interview them. It depends. No one wants to be interviewed.
Yeah. But how do you manage to do all of this since you're a single mom, yeah?
I'm a single parent, and I'm self-employed. I'm also a hairdresser, and I'm a yoga teacher.
Okay, you teach yoga?
Yeah, I teach yoga.
Advanced or a little bit both, a little bit?
I actually don't like advanced. Like I prefer to teach people who would like the idea of yoga, but yoga is not for them. They're my customers.
Like me?
Like you. Because it's not about like how if you can touch your toes or everything. No, it's not about that. It's more about like, I think it's a good tools for when you are super busy, as we all are, and to let the ego go and actually just go look into your body rather to be up in your head.
Completely.
Spinning like everyone does 24/7. So it's like, I'm more doing it for helping others to be more relaxed and focused, really. So no, there's nothing about advanced or... So beginners are more my thing.
If there's one thing that you could say with this time, what would that be?
You need to know your why. If you want to be in this business, what's your why? It's not about like, look at me. I see a lot of way too young people trying to get into the techno scene, and I think it's not good to be that, because it's like you need to get your experience. Yeah. And know your why.
Needs to have some skin on your nose, that they say.
Skin on your nose, and not just say yes to everything just because you're so eager to be a DJ. But the other thing is that I really want to say that I have another release tomorrow with my amazing collab friend. Can you say collab friend?
Yeah.
Maraxe. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. And he's out tomorrow.
Okay. What date? Because we're probably going to be... The 8th of April.
April, yeah.
So by the time you guys hear this, it's actually out now. So out now, Cici Luna's track with Marax.
Yeah,
or Maraxe, however you say it. Out now. Check it out.
Perfect. And I'll send you the link.
Exactly.
With the name and everything.
Link down here. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Me too. Thank you for having me. Like, sorry, it was so nice. Really, really nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if it was on camera.
I mean, you see how I am. People get comfortable.
No, it is nice.
It goes fast.
Nice.
Especially with a couple of glasses of wine. Everything goes quickly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was another episode of the 5C Vodcast. Techno and Talk on Tuesdays and Thursdays with this guy. Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate it so much. Don't forget to give a like if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe. And we see you next Tuesday and Thursday. Actually, maybe not next week because
Easter.
There's gonna be we have a big thing happening next next Thursday we're launching Wonderland, the Wonderland project, which is a venue that I have the pleasure of being a part of, or being the main person of. So Wonderland is going to be my next big, like, the dream.
Yeah,
you know?
wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, like I have complete control, like from the deco, the location, the people who works in the bar, who works in the door, everything is all up to me. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, so it's like basically trying to bring out what's happening inside my brain,
yep,
and the way I think the world should be out into the public. So yeah.
Nice.
I hope everyone is there next Thursday. Actually, but it's gonna be out on Tuesday. So this Thursday, hope everyone's there. This Thursday, April 14th. We start at 10 o'clock. See you all there. 5T Vodcast.